Proud of their individual development. Not only that, but this is the closest team that many of them have been on. The culture and foundation has been built, and that's what the Jazz have to have moving forward for the future.
No, thanks, Holly. And I tell you, the comment there by Will, from the heart.
Yeah, especially about the fan base.
Yeah.
Hold on, I was in Delta, Utah yesterday doing a concert.
Talking during the break continues to be Jazz Nation, but they're on it, and this summer is going to be so intriguing to see what happens in the lottery, the draft. What else Danny Ainge, Justin Zanuck have planned?
Well, it's so important for these players. That's the time where you really grow, is when you're working out in the summer and what you come back with the following season.
That's Walker Kessler. Filipowski will take giant leaps in the offseason as he tried to feed a big to a big.
A little too early on the pass. Edey had not committed.
Floater. Conchar had a couple of threes in the second quarter. 8 points off the bench. 109-84. This game got away in the third. Flip for three.
And a three for him because he had Conchar on a really good contest as Edey gets in there for a banker.
Boy, glass. Zach Edey. Only took 3 shots in the first half. Hasn't played a lot of minutes. Huff has dominated in the paint. Filipowski. That's a beautiful spin. Inside finish.
Oh, boy.
That was quick.
Talk about graduating. Kyle Filipowski with a kind of a vet move there on the spin move off a shot blocker.
He had 18 against the Cavaliers, and he's coming on strong here in the fourth quarter. Duke is the #1 seed, one of the 4. They're going to take on Arizona. Sweet 16. I have a feeling.
Danny Ainge's alma mater, and I asked Colin, is there any kind of friendly, trash talk back and forth, anything writing on the game? And he's like, I actually forgot they went to BYU. So I forget none of these kids were born when Danny Ainge was making that dash through Notre Dame that I remember so vividly, and then playing Ralph Sampson in Virginia. So Colin does not seem that concerned.
Bobby, we'll have to talk to him on a follow-up after that game. Yeah, he ran through Notre Dame. That's still an iconic moment, as is the '83 national championship for a guy sitting next to me. North Carolina State.
Yeah, BYU sitting at a 6 seed, the same seed we were in '83 when we won it.
Big man throws second triple of this game, averages 1 attempt. Cody from the corner. Bowler, that's right, to you are a 6 seed, just like BYU.
That's right. And Bowler on Edey, that's really exactly what Coach Will Hardy would like Walker Kessler to learn to do. Those are good shots. You're not going to force any, but if you can get a few of those a game, it helps.
Kind of a tough year for the Jayhawks.
Yeah.
Defense broke down, and just an easy 2 down low. Vince Williams.
Well, we're sitting on only 6 stops this entire second half for the Jazz. The defense really has been non-existent. And a lot of times that affects you on the other end. If you can't stop a team, you can't put the ball in a hole.
Inside push to a team concept, or is it individual?
Well, with this lineup, it's a team concept. Because
look, I'm looking at him. No, I don't think he heard that.
Boone is my man, though. He's looking at me now.
Like, what happened? Yeah. He'll hear about it. Someone's going to text him right now.
Yeah, you will.
Patient. Memphis in no hurry as they burn this clock. Vince Williams passes out. Good D by. Forces a shot, but the rebound finds its way back into the hands of Memphis. One more time. Zach inside. Count it.
Jazz. And that just shows you that Jazz, with the inability to stop them, second and third tries.
Well, that last time out, the box score handed to us, and you had to do a double take because the Jazz have been a really good rebounding team throughout the year. Memphis 41-4. drives in. The free throw. 125-92. Jazz led by 6 after the first quarter, up by 1 at the half, and then down 23 after. Free throw. Low is $50, so grab yours while they last. And I'm going to bet you, T, if asked, Stokeman will sign it.
Oh, absolutely.
Line it up. Have a little table out there.
You know he's got his own special paddle. I'm sure he's got his name engraved on it. All of his wins, he just checks them off.
Checks them off. You know, he's an avid bowler, and he used to carry or travel with his own bowling ball. You know that's a serious guy right there.
Stokeman.
Conchar. Edey getting some minutes here in the fourth quarter. Short shot clock and the rebound. Back out to Collier. 6 minutes left, halfway through the fourth quarter. Jazz will play Houston coming up on Thursday. Fly out to Denver and start a 5-game road trip. Collier bounces down low inside, goes up and under, and a
Works that way.
I don't think so. Collier at the line. Let's check in with Holly.
We've told you this Pistol Pete videotape that his dad would make him watch as a kid. You know how we said Isaiah just has it, like the Vision Pistol Pete VHS.
A VHS.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I'd say the pistol, one of the best to handle a basketball. There's a hook shot, short. Have one.
Just in case what?
You got to throw in one of
collector's
the,
item?
yeah. Just in case you come across an old Pistol Pete video. Just in case.
They aren't coming back. It's like short shorts, bro.
Left alone. Boy, towed it up and dropped it 130-96 with just over 5 minutes left. Jalen Wells has had spot minutes tonight. There's a shot high off the glass, trying to put it over the top of Edey. Quick hit, triple, up, out, rebound, Sheboy. Mikhailuk. Free throw line, jumper short. Everything's, I'd say there's been a lot of short shots in this game tonight.
Yeah, it hasn't really been a lot of execution offensively either. I think the win is just out of the Jazz's sails right now, and they're just trying to find something this last 4.5.
Two really bigs to play side by side. Edey and Huff.
Well, game's out of reach at this point. They just probably are trying to get guys extended minutes and different lineups in there themselves.
That's a nice pass. Cam Spencer.
Yeah, and at this point, Bowler, I mean, I'm looking from here. There's really no communication defensively.
You seeing one-on-one?
Yeah, I'm just there's no communication from the Jazz as far as who's got who. You know, pointing at guys, saying I got him.
With Walker off the floor, T, that kind of is Walker's job.
Because it will sure help you, especially with one more game here at home and then a long road trip. Just a little thing.
T, after tonight, just 9 games remain. 3 at home, 6 on the road. There's Wells. Jalen Wells up on his toes and going to bring that back.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's energy is when the Jazz are making those runs, and it's been tough to get a run for them.
3-point play, 18 for Collier, 4 assists. And the reason why that number's low, he's passed out, but just not many shots made. You know, see, I'm speaking mostly here in the third and fourth quarter. Well, step back 3. Edey in the crowd. Tallest man on the floor has the rebound, tries it back in. Conchar gives it back. Mikhailuk tries to help. They pass it out. Here's Huff. Cody Williams clears it out to Z. Jazz will have Houston here on Thursday night. Give it back to Sheboy. He rolls inside. That's a great left hand and a foul.
Gaining so much respect around this league. Teams know that Collier's, well, yeah, and so when you know what your greatest asset is, we have no problem knowing you can get by anyone. And what Isaiah Collier has been able to do is make decisions with that speed on the fly, whether they take it to the rim, pull up, steal the ball and go. I mean, the guy is just dangerous.
Yeah, he picked the pocket inside. KJ can't finish. And a rebound to Spencer. Huff helped turn this game around in the third quarter. 2 minutes left. Wells turns and fires up a three. (19 of 43). Memphis from downtown. That's 44%. The Jazz have gone 16 of 40. But the three ball, they found that rhythm back here in the second half.
It really is a different landscape with the Grizzlies, different game plan, so to speak, without Ja in there. But they have learned to adapt without him. They're still a deep ball club.
They are. They still have speed, but not that breakaway, blazing speed that Ja owns. Wells back-to-back threes.
And they've got a big and Jaren Jackson Jr. who can pretty much play at all three levels as well.
Jackson hasn't been on the floor, hasn't needed to be. Another rebound, Huff, as the final minute 10 is ticking away here in Salt Lake. Edey jumps out. He's already hit 2 threes. Jumps inside the arc. Konchar. Huff, he'll dial it up. Really bounced one in. And the rebound fought for and won by Sheboy. Collier for 3. There you go. Splash. And Isaiah goes over the 20-point mark, Big T. 21. 140-103. Stick around. The Siegfried and Jensen post-game report coming up. Lauren and Mike upstairs will break it all down, and you'll hear from Coach Hardy, players. And the final seconds will tick away. The Jazz early by 14, but the third quarter was the difference maker as the Grizzlies outscored the Jazz 40.
Grizzlies come back.